Hi. Alright, first I'll apologize for the less than perfectly clear look of this video, but the thing is that I wanted to get this across to you and so you can take a look at it at your leisure. And of course we're talking about the Mauve dinosaurs. The third game from Prep Test 57. And I know that this is the one that scared you, and I get that. But the thing is, really what we're looking at is binary grouping. 5 of these dinosaurs are selected, 2 are not. So we'll start there. We have an iguanodon, a lambeosaur, a plateosaur, a stegosaur, tyrannosaur, ultrasaur, and a velociraptor to wrap things up. Each of these dinosaurs is either red, mauve, yellow, or green. And 5 of them are chosen. Pretty standard so far. The only thing is that I've got to decide not only which dinosaurs are chosen, but what color they are. I'm going to use these blanks as double-sided blanks. Then the top is going to go for my dinosaurs and the bottom for their color. And now we've got rules. There are exactly 2 mauve dinosaurs that are selected. Rather than slotting them in and then having to worry later about which of the dinosaurs are mauve, I'm just going to keep them up top for now. The stegosaur is selected, and she is red. If the iguanodon is selected, then it's got to be green. And if the plateosaur is selected, it's got to be yellow. And the velociraptor and the ultrasaur cannot both be selected. Which means, yes, we get a placeholder for that. Either the ultrasaur or the velociraptor is not selected. And finally, if the lambeosaur and the ultrasaur are both selected, they can't both be mauve. Well, I'm going to boil that down to this. You don't get a mauve lambeosaur and a mauve ultrasaur. Because I really don't care about the colors of the dinosaurs that I don't select. I only care about the colors of the ones that I do choose. Alright, so I've got my rules, I got my diagram. Get right into the questions. Question 12 is a grab rule. It's a half grab rule. We get a list of each of our dinosaurs without having a list of their colors. So I'll start at the beginning. The most obvious place to start for me is the velociraptor and the ultrasaur. Any place where you've got both of them together, you can get rid of it. And that takes care of A and E. They are out. And then you've got to have the stegosaur, who is red, and that gets rid of D. And you're left with B and C. And B gives you L, P, S, T, and U. This is answer choice B. And C gives you I, L, P, S, and U. And we'll start with C. If you've got S, it's got to be red. The plateosaur has to be yellow. The iguanodon has to be green, leaving you with a mauve lambeosaur and a mauve ultrasaur. Oh no, that won't work. Get rid of C. B is our answer. Since I'm dealing with the world's smallest whiteboard, I'm going to erase this work. Alright, next most specific question is the next question in the game, question 13, which says, if the tyrannosaur is not selected, then which of the following must be except? So 4 of these things must be if the tyrannosaur is not. So I'll reserve space for U or V. The tyrannosaur is not selected, and that means that everybody else is. S and R, the other one of V and U, the iguanodon, the plateosaur, and the stegosaur. No, got the stegosaur. Iguanodon, the plateosaur, and the lambeosaur. Alright, iguanodon has to be green, plateosaur has to be yellow. That means the lambeosaur is mauve. That means this dinosaur is mauve. And if it's mauve, it's not the ultrasaur. So it's the mauve velociraptor. And that means the ultrasaur is out. Question asks what must be except. 4 of these things must be. Answer choice A gives us green iguanodon, which must be. Answer choice B gives us the mauve velociraptor, which must be. Then the mauve lambeosaur, which must be. Answer choice D gives us a mauve ultrasaur. Not only does it not have to be, it cannot be included. So D is our answer. Next, most specific question, I'll jump to question 15. That was 13. And 15 says that if you include the yellow tyrannosaur, which the following must be true. So I'm going to include the yellow tyrannosaur. And either U or V is out. And 3 more dinosaurs are in, and I don't know very much about them, except that I know that there must be 2 Mauve dinosaurs in, so let's put those there. Mauve, Mauve. Now, I can't get both the iguanodon, which is green, and also the plateosaur, which is yellow. So one of those 2 has to be out. The other one will be in, leaving us with the lambeosaur, and now U or V, but again it's not U, so it has to be V, and U is out. The question said what must be true. Answer choice A says we've got the iguanodon. Well, we might, but we don't have to. B says we do not have the plateosaur. Well, we might not, but then again we might. C says we've got 2 yellow dinosaurs, and that could be true, but it doesn't have to be true. D says we've got a green lambeosaur, which we don't. We have a Mauve lambeosaur. And answer choice E says we've got a Mauve velociraptor. And hey, look, there he is, looking all cute.